Hello and welcome along to another tutorial with your host, John Doherty, aka DT Dynamo. Over the next couple of tutorials, what I'm going to do is I'm going to concentrate on using Autodesk Fusion 360 just to focus on one particular feature. So today what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of focus on the Revolve tool and how that works within Fusion. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up New Design. And I'm going to go to the front plane. Then I'm going to go to create sketch and I am going to draw a profile, and I'm going to draw half of a profile. So I'm going to start off with the line command, draw a line up, draw a line over, not worry too much about size at the moment or measurements, and then I'm going to then switch to a spleen. Just add a bit of a curve in, and I'll join them like that. And you can see it's turned a light orange, which means that it is now a 2D profile. So I'm going to go stop sketch, and I'm going to hit the house key, and I'm just going to zoom out a little bit there so I can see my profile, or half my profile. Now what I can do is I can then go to create, and I'm going to scroll down here to revolve. Now what revolve will do is it will revolve the shape, the 2D profile, into a 3D shape along a particular axis. So I press revolve and I look here and I study the little box area here. So if I go profile, I select the profile, then the axes, then if I go, for example, on the vertical axis, I get a sort of a shape more representative of, say, something like a vase, something along those lines. Okay, so that's one particular idea. Now if I go back a step, go back to my 2D profile again, go to revolve again, select this profile again, but select a different axis, for example the vertical axis, I get a completely different profile. It looks more like a cup now, or a funnel. So it depends on the axis, and you can also manipulate to what extent you want to revolve it. So select the profile, select the axis, and then change the degree angle. So for example, if I just wanted half of that to show, I could go 180 degrees and I get half the profile, like so. And then from there, I'll just go back a step again. So revolve, axes, and I'll just go back to my original, what I had originally. Lovely. Now what I can do here is I can then manipulate this particular shape. So I can decide, well, I can go down to my timeline at the bottom, and I can, for example, I can right click on my sketch on my timeline and I can edit the sketch. So I can go back and I can decide, actually, you know what, I'd like this to be a little bit longer and a little bit wider out here, and I press stop sketch. When I go back to the profile, it automatically edits it for me. And the other thing that you possibly could do as well is you could look at then adding features to it. So for example, filleting this. We won't go into this in too much detail, but if I wanted to make it hollow, we could add a 2mm, or we could, sorry, if we added a little detail to the outside like a fillet or an edge, we could do that. And if we wanted to actually make it hollow, we could go to shell, and we can actually shell the inside as well. So I'll just show you that while I'm here, and then you get something that does look like a vase. Okay, so I hope that helps, and I hope that helps you when using the Revolve tool, and it's very useful for a number of different odd objects that you might do, handles, things like that, the bases of a lamp, anything like that. It's very, very useful. So please watch the tutorial, like the video, and subscribe. Thank you very much.